Studio 397 is known for listening to the community, what the sim racing community wants, and apparently we wanted a new LMP3 car. But if you look at the splits allocations, you only see like 3 LMP3s, so it's kind of like a disconnect. If you're already playing Le Mans Ultimate for a long time, or you're just getting started, or you want to get into it, this video will give a little bit of the narrative on how this simulation is developing. I already played Le Mans Ultimate for over 1,000 hours, and here are some very specific things I particularly focus on as I'm obsessed with car setups and physics and like car mechanics and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. I'm gonna point out some positives and some negatives and some concerns that I have for the future, because there's some elements that are getting fixed where I'm really happy about, but I'm also seeing things that aren't getting fixed and maybe get worse. But first, let's stay positive. I think we are spoiled with how cars feel, how the physics are, how we have tire wear, and if you're really studying car mechanics and car setup theory from the real life and you translate it back to Le Mans Ultimate, a lot of things are like dangerously accurate to the real life. So kudos for Le Mans Ultimate. Now, I've been running a beefy system and I'm absolutely thrilled how it runs in VR. I created lots of content and I get like 0 frame drops and it just works perfectly. And I really always look forward when we get a new video on the future updates. And this update, I must admit, is quite underwhelming. There are a few important fixes that I really want to focus on that I like. Now, the LMP2 had some issues where you were spinning and then the tire temperatures would go up and they would never drop again. And they also changed the rear tire wear and something about these tires. And that is great because that car felt a little bit off. Another thing I really liked is an added brake cooling tape duct blanking on the pit stop option, so that could mean that we can change brake ducts blanking when we have longer races. So this is great. If it's gonna be super cold all of a sudden on track, we can close the brake ducts and get some more tire heat. This is something that I really missed and I'm glad they added to it. Also really like that they adjusted the brake pads to be more consistent to other GT3 cars for the Corvette. So that means that the rear tires would normally heat up a lot, and I did like 3-4 laps and I didn't see the rear tires heating up. So that makes the Corvette a little bit better, and I thought it was broken before, so it's good to see that these updates are being pushed. Like, a lot of people might not care about this, but I do really care about this. This is like something I obsess over. And by the way, guys, for the ones who got my setup packs from the store, please check the update log because I'm constantly updating them, and I got the feeling that a lot of you are on older setups or you're missing setups. I'm adding wet presets, I'm adding B levels, meaning a different feel. Check the link in the description. And they also said for the Corvette that there is a weight distribution adjustment. I did some test runs and for me the car still feels the same, but maybe if you're a Corvette enthusiast then maybe you would feel that. So I think every weight distribution change on a Corvette is welcome, because beforehand it was like, the car makes no sense to me in a lot of ways. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into some not so good points. And again, I don't want to be this negative, I only can create these negative points because we are here. I am enjoying the simulation, I'll keep driving it, but I get a little bit fed up with things. I get fed up with bugs, and if you look at the patch notes, you could see that there's a million fixes, which is great. But now this update, particularly, I start my race and I have no heads-up display. It is gone. I cannot see it. I have to restart the sim and start again. Now that's just a minor inconsistency, you know, it's like everything kind of works, but also the menus and how the menus operate. And sometimes there's this screen or this flickering, or it feels like the game all of a sudden freezes, or you just get these inconsistencies all the time. Now, at times when I'm driving, I don't have any issues, so there's like this forgiveness to it, but I have friends from Phoenix One. Shout out to them. They are educating new drivers to become like super fast drivers, which is a great alternative. Everyone is welcome. I'll put a link in the description if you want to join them. But my friend said, Andrea, he said like, I have like 10 splits when we have a special event, and there's always someone who has a bug, who has an inconsistency, who can't join, or a million bugs all the time. And it has been like this from day one, but it's still like this. Maybe the severity of these bugs are getting minor, but next update, they're gonna maybe add some new stuff, and then we get a million bugs again. And it seems to me, and I'm very much starting to become aware how hard it is to create a simulation. So this is not an attack to developers or whatever, but I'm starting to think that they will never fix this game. It is full of inconsistencies, bugs, people getting thrown out. Also with the community race that I ran last month and the month before that, race control, synchronization. I still see names that are like with weird numbers behind them. Yeah, I really start to think that they will never ever able to fix this sim to be completely bug free. And again, it is from a perspective of me being spoiled. It's look at it like this. Look at your smartphone and look how well that operates, like 24/7. And as soon as it starts running into an issue, you start complaining like no other. Like you're so displeased with it. So it's from a luxury point, but yeah. And let me know in the comments what kind of bug you were facing and what you think is annoying, because I'd really like to know, you know, it's like this game always surprises me with something, so surprise me. If you're really listening to the community, and this is from my perspective, maybe not the most popular perspective, when you look at all these updates they pushed in this update, for instance, all the track, like how the track looks and how I'm getting the Le Mans experience, that's nice, you know, and again, that's LMP3, nobody wants. I get it, it's some sort of a licensing thing, okay, probably. Forgive my ignorance, but if you really wanted to bring this sim to the next level, you only have to do 2 things. You need to get rid of the bugs, and you need to add 10 more tracks, 20 more tracks. And there's like this like teasing, you know, yeah, like an Easter egg, and like, are we gonna get Daytona, yes or no? Really displeased with the tracks. I want more. I need a lot more. So if I can run my community and stay on this sim and enjoy like Road Atlanta, Road America, Long Beach, Red Bull Ring, Hockenheim, there's so many tracks missing, and I just want more tracks. That's all I want. And then people might say, yeah, but it's with the licensing. Okay, so here's an unpopular opinion. I would pay for tracks outside the membership. Call it bonus tracks, call it wildcard tracks, call it whatever you want to get rid of your licensing agreements and just start adding a bunch of tracks. I promise you, no one will complain about adding a bunch of tracks. I'm pretty freaking 100% sure that there are no people saying, wait, we don't need more tracks. It's okay like this. Don't add any more. And the reason why I'm like a little bit passionate about this is because the cars are so good. And the way you drive and the tires are wearing and the suspension and the Motec, and it all makes sense. I mean, especially the hypercars with the energy systems and with like the third spring element, and these things are really well made. And you see in the update log as well, they talk a lot about these different BOP changes, so they're on top of that BOP. So yeah, little bit of my 2 cents for Le Mans Ultimate. I'll keep playing it, but yeah, these are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you want some beginner tips for Le Mans Ultimate, wheel settings, graphic settings, and all that stuff, then I highly recommend this video, and that will bring you up to speed if you're new to it. Thanks for watching. Oh.